the valley where the green plants grow. Doc's got a garden with a happy glow. Sunshine and raindrops are all we need to grow the veggies and the wildflower seeds. Grow on Doc's farm where the earth is warm. Plant with your hands in the rich soft land. Bees are buzzing, making honey so sweet. Worms in the soil wiggle at our feet. Chickens clucking, laying eggs for us. In Doc's garden there's always a plus. Oh, look at the pumpkins, big and round. Tomatoes red, squishy sound. Pink berries, juicy and fine. Oh, what fun in the sunshine. Grow on Doc's farm where the earth is warm. Plant with your hands in the rich soft land. So wave goodbye, don't be sad. We'll come back soon and be so glad. Dream of the farm where we love to play. Thank you, Doc, for a wonderful day. Dream of the farm where we love to play. Thank you, Doc, for a wonderful day.
Okay, everyone. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. I'm just getting the last little bit of stuff set up. I'm having some current issues with a couple things, so hopefully I get that fixed. We will see. We will see. That out. Okay. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Should have everything figured out, so we should be good to go now. So I need to do a quick little audio check. Do an audio check on this one, I guess. This one, I guess. Yep, perfect. I heard myself. That was all that was important. Just double checking the audio, making sure everything's good. So, welcome. I know it's been a while. It's a crazy beginning of this year. So, but let's go feed everyone and get everything accomplished. And we'll talk a little bit about today. Today, we're going to talk about improving the quality of your life, having a better life. I'm going to do a lot more focusing on improving the quality of life. But if you guys want to look, foggy, rainy day. So you can't even see the mountain. It's so foggy, which is awesome. See my some of my pawpaws. My friend Lisa's best friend took some of the pawpaw seeds and grew some pawpaws. So I'm very excited to add those to the mix. Let's get in here. Let's get the chores accomplished while we talk about better life. So I know it's just a very generic, just saying a generic better life. Might sound boring, might just sound doc. I mean, everybody wants a better life, but what can we do? How can we make life better? Well, there's lots of little tricks, and we're going to talk about some of those tricks today as we feed chickens and just kind of also enjoy this aspect of life. And that's lesson number one, is make sure the majority of the time you're doing something that is building a skill, that's making your mind function the way you want, or giving you the resources so that you don't have to do that for very long and you can move on to do some other awesome, great stuff. Those are the purposes. The purpose isn't to work yourself for somebody else like a slave. The purpose is, if you're going to be working that hard and you're going to be doing all of that hard work, you should be doing it for the access to money. You know, money is just your time in physical form, like exchangeable. But make sure that that money that you're spending and the money that you're doing stuff with is absolutely enhancing your life. So I'm going to spin the camera around. So you're here in the barn with us today. So that's the first one, is very first and most important is, what is the quality of your life? How can you make it better? How can you focus on the things that you do every day to make life just a little bit more interesting, a little bit more better, and a little bit more enjoyable? And yeah, I'm saying focus on it because it is absolutely not an easy task to achieve. It takes patience. It takes dedication. It takes time. It takes, in reality, there's a lot of moving parts to just that first one. And that's just adding you. That's not having anybody else actually involved in that mix yet. That is just you and how you are and what you can handle. Because once you add other people into the mix, a lot more interesting stuff going on. The next thing you want to do is you want to start figuring out your purpose. So figuring out your purpose is a lot more complicated. So if you're younger or if you're older, you might have thought you knew your purpose, or you might be just trying to figure out, like, what am I here for? You might think that you don't actually have a purpose, but don't fret. Everyone has a purpose. There's a reason that you are here. Your purpose can regularly change. So, I mean, sometimes your purpose literally might be just to help a friend get through a bad situation. That might be the purpose that might be the sole purpose that you know that individual is for one event. I know this sounds crazy, and you're going to say, Doc, you're giving me just a bunch of woo. And absolutely probably giving you a whole lot of woo. Hello. How are you? Welcome. Oh, thank you. First time streaming on Bolt Plus. I didn't even know it existed, and so excited, always excited to play around on new platforms and see where they go. Thank you. If you're interested, I mostly talk about feeding animals, chickens, just living a high quality life. My name's Doc, or Justin, and I teach off-grid sustainable farming. I live in southern West Virginia, where the 501c3 that you see there is the business that I started. But anyways, today we're talking about ways to just have a better life, how to simplify your life, focusing on your purpose, focusing on what you would like to do with your life. And the other thing we are doing is, let me spin the camera around because some of you might be interested. We're also talking about the funness of having baby chickens. The two moms are not very happy. Baby chickens. That's Thursday, first the baby chickens. So what we were saying, we talked about, we started off mentioning about how you need to find, if you're going to generate revenue, if you're going to be doing stuff with your life, it should be stuff that you enjoy doing or going to give you the means to be able to enjoy doing it. Because if you're younger, or sometimes you need some extra money to get that lubrication in your life. So that might be something that you need. Then we talked about purpose, is figuring out what your purpose, because everyone has a purpose, and sometimes your purpose is just helping your friends. Sometimes your purpose is making the world a little bit better, just in your own back neighborhood. Sometimes you might have a grand purpose. One of my friends is a preacher, and he travels the world, and he feels his purpose is to just enlighten people from all over the world. And so that's what he does, and that's what his calling is. And if you don't have a purpose, you just don't know what it is yet, stick around. One of the things that I enjoy doing is helping people figure out where their life should be taking them, how to increase and better the quality of their life, and also understand that sometimes it's just things suck and things are awesome, and you might be in the middle of both. As I continue to just go here and feed everyone, I'm trying to get everybody fed inside first, then we will go collect some water. Who be calling me? No one I want to talk to. So, sorry, the loud noises. Okay, fed. All these guys in here are fed. So, where were we at before? Oh, we were just talking about happiness and making better life choices. The other thing is, I highly suggest to every person, you should do everything that you can to find yourself a partner or at least a good group of friends to adventure in this life adventure together. Trying to do it on your own is boring. It's also not very fun. Again, maybe you're young and you're not ready for a life partner. Maybe you're old and your life partner is currently gone. Still doesn't mean that you can't get a group of friends, a group of awesome people to surround yourself with, even if those group of people, even if you're just starting off with digitally. And it's the reason I have a Discord. It's a great place for people to get together, have conversations. We talk about farming and gardening, and just sometimes it's just general, just having people to hang out with, because with this loneliness epidemic that we are entering, sometimes it's just worth having just a handful of people that you can throw some ideas with, you can chat about stuff. Makes the world of difference. If you're interested, it's discord.gg/xDrFirefly. If you're interested, xDrFirefly just about everywhere. Easiest way to find me and all the fun things we talk about. So we're gonna go get some water for the guys in the barn. The next is we talked about, let's see, we had purpose after purpose. I think that after purpose, the next best thing to do is how you're going to give back, like what you should be doing to give back to the community. So after you've made yourself awesome, which is what every one of you should be doing, but once you've reached the point of making yourself awesome, the next step is what do you do next? How do you go past awesome into more than awesome? And that is improving your community. So what are things that I do to improve my community? Well, I started my 501c3 so I can teach people gardening, farming, making sure that folks that need to know. I'm the kindergarten homesteading. We start off really simple and learn lots of tricks like that. I also am a life coach. So I have, with my clients, we work together and I try to help them better their life, find their existence, find their purpose. It could be as simple as maybe I'm helping with a job resume, or more complicated as in you're going through some traumatic life event and we're talking about that. As someone who went to school to be a psychologist and focused on child development and family development, the life coaching was a nice thing to fall into. But also running a farm. I don't know why that did that. That's weird. Why are we turning sideways? This is not supposed to be sideways. Sideways is boring. Let me turn it back. I think it's just acting up today. Might have to get a new gimbal soon. It's been about every so many years, gimbals just don't seem to last. So, but what I was saying is, so that's where my background is. That is why, for some of you that want to know, Doc, why are you qualified into telling me how to live a better life. And one is because I do. So I also suggest if you don't meditate, start to learn. It's good to maybe start off with some of those apps to help that, but getting a good teacher that can teach you how to get into proper meditative state, because meditation can be very complicated if you've never done it before. What I was saying is earlier, as I was talking about one of the things that I think I've learned living on the farm for now almost 20 years. I was a city kid and I lived in the suburbs for most of my teen years, late teen, early college. And then at 25 or so, about 25, I moved down here to southern West Virginia because I just wanted to live more rural. But one of the things over the times, the lessons I've learned, the people I've met, is there's some pretty awesome things that you might not have ever thought that you were going to be able to do, that you had the ability to do. One of the things that's really amazing is how over time you can learn skills and you can gain a knowledge base and you can transform your life into what it might have been in one direction into something else. And it's not immediately seen. You don't immediately notice it. But when you look back, like if you journal or you regularly document yourself for streaming or even just pictures, you can see how over time your growth occurs and how you really, little steps can turn you into can make you a pretty awesome person a lot easier than you may think. Again, a lot of it goes back to finding your purpose, like why you should be doing what you're doing. And I love this piece of advice that I've heard is if you don't control your time in your life, somebody else is, because everybody's life is being controlled. So either you need to be the one having the control over it, or sadly, somebody else is going to be the one controlling it. So I think about that a lot. And sometimes it's a good thing that somebody else is, like, if you've got children, the children are going to absolutely be dictating parts of your life. And you're going to be dedicating, part of your energy, your life essence to enhancing the quality of their lives. Or it could be an aging parent. It could be a friend during certain times. They could be needing all of your extra attention. And so they're silly ducks. And so they're doing a lot of controlling. So, or on the downside is, it could be because you're allowing a corporation or bad people to be controlling your life. And if that's the case, I highly suggest changing that as quick as possible, because there is no reason somebody else should be controlling your life essence, your life energy, the who of who you are. I might have some friends say, but Doc, I have to make money. When you make money, your boss controls your life. And I say, no, because that's a voluntary agreement that you're making with that individual person to give up those particular hours of your day. You are giving up your life. The only valuable thing that you have is time. You're giving up your time so that they can give you they can give you numbers, and those numbers should be giving you future experiences. So, I think some of you, I generically say I'm anti-work, but the reason I say I'm anti-work is because most work doesn't have a purpose to it, and I'm not a big fan of things that don't have purposes. I think that everything should be done for a reason. I think you should be trying to live the best version of your life, the best version of you that you absolutely can. And to live the best version of you means you have to have purpose. Silly, as you guys can see, the camera's rotating and being silly. So, use the gimbal. Yep, my gimbal is acting up. It's probably going to be time for me to get a new gimbal soon. Unfortunately, Let's see if I can get this gimbal through the day, or through the rest of the couple, a little bit. I think so. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. We will give it a shot. Well, if you like this kind of stuff, it's raining today, so we're not getting to go and check out the bees. But as soon as I get my internet stabilized again, we're going to go back to we're going to be doing shows on raising honeybees. We're going to be doing shows on homesteading. We're going to go out to my just-in-time garden, and I'm going to show you how we're going to be focusing on some gardening skills and how you can do some awesome stuff with just small bits of garden or large garden plots. So these are other shows. Also, we also have a podcast. I have a couple podcasts that I am part of. Some of them, one of them we talk about AI and how to utilize AI and how to incorporate it into your life and not be scared of it. Use the tools that are out there. And then with another podcast that I belong to, I think it's called J Squared. And my friend, me and Jesse, we talk about, we're just two guys having a casual conversation about awesome things. Like we're going to talk about wildcrafting. We're going to talk about construction work. Talk about raising animals. So look forward to those as well. And I'm talking about a lot of what ifs I do, because that's really what it is. Most of the time I'm busy doing lots of stuff. I like to put lots of irons in the fire. Right now I'm throwing them in the fire to see what sticks, because one of the things with my ADD that is probably not very good is how often I bounce around from idea to idea. But I'm trying to give you through personal life experience, stuff I've done, things that I've messed up on, so that you can learn from my mistakes. Because again, I think it's important to always fail up. Let's move this out of the way. Now I'm trying to get this cage closed because it doesn't want to close. Got it. There we go. Okay, let's get some bunny food. And let's go get some bunnies. Got nice eggs just sitting around everywhere, because when you raise chickens, that's kind of what happened. Okay, buddy food, onward out to the land of the bunnies. You guys saw me out there just a little bit ago, because that's where I feed where the water is. Right now we haven't moved all the stuff outside. We're still we still could get a frost, because we really need to. Mother's Day seems to be the trick here. Or if you can't do that, maybe around the 15th is historically the last frost for me. So that means the next couple weeks we're going to be busy. I've got a lot of stuff to get ready for. We're having the just-in-time garden needs to be completely redone. How annoying, it just keeps falling. There we go. Hi, Fernando. I hear you singing. Yes, Fernando. Fernando is my orange kitty who comes and likes to, one of the farm hands. He likes to help out with everything on the farm. And sometimes helping out doesn't actually help out. Yeah, so the gimbal is gone. So we're just gonna pop you guys right here. And at least I can put you right there and you won't be moving around as much, because that is the moving around part. Just imagine on you guys' side how it feels. Probably feels like you're watching me as you're drunk, which doesn't seem like that would be any fun whatsoever. Not that you can really see anything right now either, but at least it's not jostling around. So back to high quality, back to life. Also, make sure you have a hobby. I've been talking with people lately, and I've noticed a lot of people don't have hobbies. And that doesn't make sense to me. I don't quite understand what not having a hobby is like, because I have lots of hobbies. Sometimes I don't even have enough time. Sometimes I don't even have enough time to do all of my hobbies. So, we got bunnies coming and saying hi. So, I mean, your hobby, and I'll be honest, like, I'm not going to be one of those people that says, playing video games can be a hobby. That is a good way to clear your mind. I think video games have a high, as long as they're not taking away from other aspects of your life, I think video games are a very good way to build some good brain skills. There is some definitely levels of enhancement. It's a good way to practice those social skills. Let's say you're just really a socially awkward person. You can jump into a live chat and you can just start chit-chatting with people. Depending on the game you play, yeah, there's going to be some toxic people there, but there are actually toxic people in real life as well. And being able to talk and communicate around those toxic people and find things in common and improve your communication craft. I'd also say get involved. Like, I think it's a good idea to figure out what your hobby is and actually go out into the IRL and join a club or join a group or go take a free class. A lot of libraries offer free classes. So I teach my garden classes and my sustainable living classes. I teach those at libraries. They're free. It's a good place to get out there, mingle people, get to know people. If you're into the church thing, you should go and practice your faith in fellowship with other people. It's really cool. It's another really cool way to improve happiness. Just spending time with yourself, by yourself, for too long just doesn't make it, just that can deteriorate happiness. You just need to find something. So as a socialite, I moved here from, like I said, from the suburb city area, and I was a busy person. There was always something going on in my life. And so when I moved here to a very sleepy town, so my town has roughly about 200 people, very quiet, sleepy town. So when I moved here to the quiet, sleepy town area, it took me a while to figure out how to fill my social needs. As someone who, I'm an extrovert, so I get energized by being around people. I had to figure out some tips and tricks to do that. And so I highly suggest everyone learning those things as well. Enhancing your life however you can. If you need help, there's lots of ways. There's lots of places online. You can come to me, come to our Discord, and or just, rekindle things that you have. Like if you're still in college, maybe join some clubs. If you're see if your work group, if you're at work, see if your work group has any bowling clubs or putt clubs. And if they don't, maybe try to start one. I'm even okay with, going and hanging out with your friends, your work friends at bars. Maybe don't drink a whole lot, but just go hang out with them at bars and get that socialization in. Trying to counteract this lonely epidemic that is growing at least until we can make more third spaces, more places for people to go and just feel like they belong and that they can get things accomplished. That's going to take a little while because that's something that we have to bring back. We have to grow. It's something that us Xers kind of remember. But over time, that got changed as a lot of interesting things happened in our Xer, us that are Xers. A lot of things that happened to us. So. Okay, we're going to continue on over here. We're going to get these last couple guys watered, and then we're going to go give Sylvia some food. I'm going to give the ducks a little bit of food. And we'll be good. Okay. Sorry, it's a lot more shakier than it was because, like I said, the gimbal is acting up. Can't wait till the day that I can stream on my glasses effectively. One day soon. I will say, though, the smart glasses, the Ray-Ban smart glasses, some of the new improvements and some of the steps that they've been doing are pretty awesome. I'm really enjoying them. Not only for Bluetooth speakers, but for some of their other additional features. They are living up to the hype that I was always hoping they would be. That is very cool. Guinea to the face. Okay, what did I come in here for? Oh, I came in here to get corn to give to all the guys outside. You guys get to sit right here for just a second so that I can actually get this stuff done. Get done. Now let me get Sylvia some food and we'll be on the way. Miss Sylvia. You guys want to see Miss Sylvia? Sylvia is my pig. There is Miss Sylvia. Yeah, Miss Sylvia. I hear you. Honk, honk, honk. All right, Miss Sylvia. Yep. Looks like I cut the time just right because it's just about to start raining. So I want to thank everybody for joining me in this fun adventure. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I look forward to doing more streaming everywhere. I want to thank the folks on Bolt Plus, the new, which if you're following me anywhere else, D-Live, Rumble, Bit River, Bolt Plus are the main places that I stream. X Factor Firefly on all of those locations. So come in, hang out, join us, and if you want to join the Discord, discord.gg/X Factor Firefly. You guys get to look at the sky for just a second because I have to open a cage and give these last little bits. So, yeah. I know it's a little short today. I didn't feel like I have a whole lot planned, which is true. I'm just getting back into the talking to a camera again. So anyways, guys, it's Doc. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Look forward to joining you in future adventures. And until tomorrow, you have a wonderful rest of the day. Adios.